What's up guys, it's me Jack, and today I am going to show you my detailing my map improvements in season 1B. So we did end the series last Transport People 2 episode. This is technically not really an episode, it's more of a showcase more than anything. Like, I don't even know if my detailing's fully complete, so I might do a bit of it with you. But there's gonna be a bunch of improvements, a lot of tier changes for towns and cities. Some towns may not be changed, some towns may be changed. So I'm gonna give you the grand reveal. I'm just gonna go slowly out of the corner. So, right, what do you think this city is down there? What do you think? Before I reveal it to you, just guess what this is. And this is... Do you find this familiar? Do you find this familiar? We're entering it. So, I'm giving you the grand reveal. This is Bexhill-on-Sea. This is an upgraded version of Bexhill-on-Sea. I'm going to show you what I've changed in a little bit, but for now we're just going to check out what's been going on. At this point I'm just going to show you the changes. It's a very big improvement, a lot more detailing. So, this is Bexhill-on-Sea right now. This is a new upgrade. So I made a roundabout. I made a dual carriageway going through the city. So like basically it makes it like basically a mini highway in some way. It's just a bit like a like one of the main roads in the city. I'm basically making it like that. And I'm gonna show you these signs. So do you know what an A road is? Basically, it's a main road that goes from like town to city, or goes probably from like a couple towns and then past a city or something. It goes kind of all around the country. Not always around the country, it could be very short. But like, it's basically, it's like most of the time it's mostly a single road, and sometimes it's a dual carriageway. So I'm gonna give you an example of the A road, and of an A road, the A1. So this is the longest road in the UK. It goes from Edinburgh to London, and it's mostly like a motorway-ish kind of style of an A road. And it has a dual carriageway. It's mostly dual carriageway, sometimes even 3 lanes, because there are like A1 motorways. So yeah, this is kind of what I'm trying to show you here. So I made A433 to St. Blaise and Burgh Marsh. I'm going to show you down this part of it. I'm also going to show you this. So now we've got like signs of like which direction of the roundabout you need to go in order to even, to kind of navigate where you are. Like for example, the rest of that is going to lead to St. Helens and Corsham. It's going to be the A51. I named it the A51. This is a 60-mile-an-hour road. So there's also speed limit signs. This is national speed limit, which is a maximum 60 miles per hour. If a dual carriageway, about 70 miles per hour. Pretty much like motorway, 70 or 60 miles per hour speed, depending on what the kind of road it is. Like that's like a dual carriageway. So that would go like probably 70, maybe 60 recommended. Because if you go in your roads, it will show you like it goes 60 miles per hour. And it would probably be fair for it to go that kind of speed instead of just going straight to 70. Then this road will be... Some of them actual speed limits may not be true at all, because these roads can go up to 60 miles per hour as well. So this is... The cars they're not actually going to just be maximum 50 miles per hour. Because I'd love it if there was like a UK pack with like speed limits. That would be amazing. I'd love that. Like that would make things so much better. But like it's just not gonna work, I tried to look for a mod like this. It's not really worth anything. So yeah, I'd say so. So this is me owning them roads, so no other roads will be building into it. So yeah, all these roads are gonna be bridges crossing the entire thing. And again, A423 to St. Blaise and Burglar Marsh. And this is Bexhill-on-Sea city centre roundabout. I'm gonna say that Bexhill-on-Sea is the capital of the south of the map, even though it might actually just be the capital of the entire map. This is only a small map. Like, it's gonna take longer to do a lot more. So I'm gonna show you after when we leave in the city. So yeah, this is a 50 road, even though cars will go 60. This was the first producing industry we ever built in this series. We started with these grain farms. Used that for food, and that's what delivered to Bexhill-on-Sea. Basically, this is what we started with. So, we're going to keep following the road. I got buses actually connecting to town, even though I might have already done that in camera, but I have done a lot of slight changes to certain routes. So we got more roads, we got more different roads. So, A5643 to St. Blaise East Bexhill-on-Sea farmlands. So basically, this will lead to St. Blaise quicker than if you were going like up to Corsham and then going to basically St. Blaise. This is basically what's going on here. So yeah, this is like a small like A road. That's why it's like 4 digits. I think the digits kind of depend as well. Like I think the way it works is like if a digit's like more than 3 digits, like about 4 digits much in the A road, it's most likely not a very long or a very, not known A road. A bit like B roads as well. It's kind of similar to that, but it would still sort of count as an A road. Like there are roads like that in the UK. Like for example, going from like Hull to Wibensea, it's kind of the same thing. Like it was similar to this, obviously bigger, but it's just that's kind of how I'm representing it. So yeah, and this is one of our B roads. So the way I made a B road in this series, I used a French road sign because that is the most that is how it really looks. It looks very, very similar to an actual sign, like a B sign, because that is kind of what it themes at. So yeah. And what I've used to do stuff is I use these signs to be doing speed limits. I've used them. I even put a few giveaways, and I don't think giveaways really matter in this map. And then I used this primary roads, basically A roads, and yeah, I basically did it like that. It is quite a nightmare if you don't know how to disable your snapping. All you have to do is press C, so it will prevent much snapping going on. If you stop pressing C, it's gonna keep snapping. And you can't really press shift for anything, to be honest. It's kind of useless, but okay. Right, so yeah, this is the B road. It's just going down to St. Helens. This is where our tools came from I think Corsham needed tools, or was it St. Helens? I think Corsham needed tools, not St. Helens. So, yeah, into the city. We made this line in episode, I can't remember. I think it's episode 5, I think we made it. I think it was episode 5. Because it was obviously the one before, we actually ended the series. The last episode was the supply, Corsham and St. Helens. It probably was episode 5, to be honest. This is the 7th, 8th video of Transport Fever 2 ever made together, basically. So, yeah, this is going to be a quite big series, but we're not going to be doing this for quite a while. So, guys, I'm thinking to just actually start our Irish Microsoft Flight Sim series. I think maybe tomorrow, or possibly I could probably do it tomorrow. We could probably do our Irish, Irish flyover on Sunday, because it's a bank holiday for me. I got Monday off, so I think I'll have some time to record videos. So I think later today I will record an NB Rails video. I'm thinking to go expand to Lincoln or something. I will probably expand to Lincoln. And then Sunday we will do our Microsoft Flight Sim. And then on Monday, I think... What should we do on Monday? Should I just do an Omni 2 video? I think we shall probably start with the Staffordshire series of Omni. We could probably start our Staffordshire series, maybe on Monday. But, yeah. Because we just ended our West Country 3 series. So, yeah, this is what's going on here. It is quite a long way around to get all the way from ends. Bexhill-on-Sea, St Helens and Corsham. Corsham's had a few changes as well, so I'm going to actually move on to that. So this is St Helens roundabout. This used to be congested with cars, because that used to be like a traffic light system, until I decided to make it a roundabout, so it reduces congestion. And I also made another road, so like basically another one of them like B roads, so like small A roads. I think that's a B road. Yeah, B441 is this road there, leading to Corsham. It's like an alternative road, instead of always having to take the A51 to get to St Helens. That actually could be the main entrance to Corsham, and that could just go probably straight down to Bexhill-on-Sea. You know, it's always good to have like a slight division in traffic. It doesn't really matter. So, this is when it gets really, really busy looking. Looks more like London style. So, I added a ring road in Corsham. So, it goes around the city of it. I would actually think that would be a major city, I'd say. I would say like Corsham's like a major city of this map. It's like a major city. Bexhill-on-Sea, the capital, I'd say... I don't think Burglar really counts like major to me. I'd say like more... I don't really know, to be honest, but it's not going to be too big, I'd say. So the ring road number is A640. So it goes... This is Corsham South roundabout. So it goes all around to the west, and then pretty much ends at Corsham West roundabout, and then they'll head to north, and then eventually to the east, and then back down south. Basically, that's what a ring road is. It basically just goes around the city, and we will never ever be able to actually get out of that ring road, based on I might just full on just end the whole entire thing. I'm just going to show it to you guys, so I don't really have to completely forget it. So yeah, so this is A51 to Bexhill-on-Sea, A51 to Corsham City Centre, and we're going over A road. So we got the A175 to go to St Blaise and Burglar Marsh. So it goes all the way down through here, and I decided to use this road as more of a main road as well. I added this as a B road, a B323 to go to Burglar Marsh, and then it's a double roundabout here. I decided to add a double roundabout, since I think adding a massive roundabout just sounded a bit ridiculous. Like, I remember doing that when I was doing the... I did not do it with you guys though. It was an off-camera series I did way before I started even recording videos. I think I started... What were the places called? I forgot. Because I had 3 cities all in like one city. I know it's near Exeter, so I'm going to actually check it on my maps. I'm pretty sure it's there. I might be wrong though. Crediton. So, Crediton, that's the one. So, basically, I added like a massive, huge roundabout because the traffic, obviously if you have 3 cities all congested in one, it's going to cause problems with traffic. But I added a huge roundabout, like absolutely massive, like basically probably bigger than these two. Even cars went like 60 miles per hour on that roundabout. It was quite a ridiculous design, but it was all a big cause. I think I did do something this similar. I definitely did this exact same thing with that other map as well. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's when I actually started doing stuff like this. I remember that. So this is St. Blaise North. This is still St. Blaise North. They're basically just a double roundabout. A423, A5643. So this is pretty much where A423 ends, or is it? Yeah, I think it ends here, A423, from Bexhill-on-Sea to basically St. Blaise. It's actually not even that long, to be honest. It's not even long. And this is basically, that is just Bexhill-on-Sea farmlands. So basically, well, obviously it's because, like, we literally use these farms in the first series. We're actually just giving that some use to connect, rather than just causing more congestion. So yeah, this is caution right there. It keeps going to the city centre. It don't even look that busy down there. It really does not look that busy. And some people are actually using a ring road. And guys, I also added a ring road in Bexhill-on-Sea, if you did not notice already, because it did go like round like this. So I added, so from Bexhill-on-Sea North roundabout. So the route number for that is if A3656 for the ring road that goes around Bexhill-on-Sea. So I'm gonna basically show you it. This is basically the capital's ring road, pretty much I'd call it, but it's honestly like the M25 or the A406 in London. That's kind of what it is. And then it goes like there, and then it goes down there, goes crosses that bridge, goes through basically where Promenade is, even though it's not really a promenade. Like, I literally called it the Promenade, City Centre Promenade. Because obviously I'm not letting anything completely tamper with these dual carriageway. So that is kind of the only way you can go to the city centre, is by that road over there. And then that's pretty much like, it should just be the riverside rather than the promenade, but I'll just call it that anyway. It's just quite a big river. I don't even know at this point. And then we go under that main line. That is the first main line we built. That's the second main line. I went under that bridge, and then we ended here. So yeah, this is the entire circular, and this is where everything is going here. I did not really add much like indication with road signs in Burglar Marsh, because it just seems a bit useless to me. Like, what's the point? Like, there's no other connections to really do here, so I didn't really do anything with it at all. There's like no point doing it. Yeah, so basically, obviously Bexhill-on-Sea has a bunch of different cities to connect to. Corsham has plenty of cities as well. This is all in a 4, but Burglar Marsh is just forgotten. So yeah, I didn't really add much there. So yeah, this is the train station. In future series, these stations will be bigger, more advanced, more like a city than this. Because obviously this is a small map, it's not really worth adding so much to it. It's only 2 lines we're doing. Like, I added damn lot of bus routes. Like, I made St. Blaise, I made a connection to St. Blaise and St. Helens. And then I did 3 town routes. So yeah, this is a lot going on. This is a damn city. Like, this is actually a lot we have done. Well, pretty much I have done off camera. I've done that whole thing. It caused a lot of changes. It really was quite a nightmare to put this all together. But I managed it, and we did it, and I did it. So yeah, this basically makes the city look more advanced. Like, I love it. Like, obviously that is the main road. Like, there's plenty of cars and trucks in that road. Like, not as much as I'd expect, to be honest. Like, if this city was, like, expanding to there, they'll be full of congestion. I bet they would be. Like, full of congestion. Let's actually see how much we've been supplying. So, we have been supplying quite a little bit here, but we have to kind of add a bit more to it. I need to actually get me... Like, there is a road, like, there, that kind of goes to there. There's a road that goes there, and then goes there, and then... I'm actually... At this point, I'm just going to expand it. I'm going to expand the food line, so... where's the line? There it is. So, I think after Church Road, I might just go down to this road here. To Mill Lane, and then... I don't like when it turns around like this. That is just one of the things I hate about Transport Fever 2. It's just things just don't go correctly, don't go my way, like the way I kind of like it to, unless I add like a waypoint to it. So yeah, and then it goes there and then there, and it just gets on with things. So this shall get a bit more supply. I'm actually going to open up everything. So there is a lot of supply going on here. Like, a lot of bricks are being used, a lot of food is being used, because these places are growing. But unfortunately, based on the time, we're not going to be expanding to that, like, to that ring road. We're not going to be able to, like, expand it to there. So yeah, it's probably just not going to work the way it's probably like meant to be represented. It's not going to work the way we kind of want to represent it. But in future series, it will be a lot longer, and we'll have more time to do more things. In the next series, I think we will be able to do a bit more. But I'm actually going to do more of a slow growth instead of just a massive boom of a growth. Because I think the main cause of this was the natural town growth mod. I think that mod I used was probably why all these towns were so huge. Like, but I don't always like it when towns are just unnecessarily too big. It's not that realistic to me. It's just not that realistic. Like, Horsham's actually much bigger than Burglar Marsh, St. Blaise and St. Helens. It's already in 2000. That did remove a lot of size when I was doing that dual carriageway. I think also when I did that, I did remove like a little bit. So yeah, but it's just gonna get bigger per like minute. I also added like a funny bit of road design here. So avoid traffic back zone. See, this is basically the avoid town way around. Even though it might be a bit more dodgy, I think this will just work better for us. For more cars to be taking the B road. I just call it B322. So Bexzone's here and then the town centre. Going through my sawmill for my machines and my lumber. So yeah, we've just done a lot here. Avoid traffic, Burglar Marsh, a B153. And we added a class 66, filling everything up. I think I did make it longer. Because obviously, like, I wanted it to carry a bit more iron ore. Honestly, it also depends how like long the journey is. Because obviously it gives it more time to load. Basically load all this ore. Like, it's just gonna make a lot of time for it, so yeah. But we are gonna probably do 4 tracks when we do the... Maybe once we are actually at the very large series. I think we're like in the very large size maps. I think they will be like probably 4 track routes, maybe even a motorway. We may even do a motorway in these series. Because obviously, like, we didn't do a motorway because this series was just too short. It's not big enough to have a motorway. And also the problem is, if you don't get the experimental map sizes, like, what is the point of getting a plane? What's the point of having an airport if you're not going to be able to go, like, cruising for a little bit? You know, it's just like, it's not really worth doing all this. It's just not exactly, it's just not really worth it. It's not really worth all to do, like, an air, like a fly from Bexhill-on-Sea to Corsham. It's not worth it at all. Bexhill-on-Sea to Burglar Marsh even, it's just not good enough. It's not big enough for it. So yeah. So yeah, this is the map right here. What else do I need to look at? To be honest, I'm not too sure, to be honest. That's just A175 heading down to St. Blaise. Back to that roundabout again. Going down to Burglar Marsh. And then that goes to Bexhill-on-Sea. And then that is just a city centre, or town centre, I'd say. Because in case of my thinking, that's not a city at all. I'm going to say that's just a town. Even though it is probably more of a city-sized place, but yeah. Like, I've done a lot of progress. It was quite interesting to add a tunnel that goes under this track. It's actually quite realistic, you know. There are actually stuff like this around the UK. Like if you go like under a train line, it's also like hidden with trees as well, so you don't really have to see much of the city at all. So guys, I'm actually gonna think for since we pretty much have done pretty much everything, I'm actually going to do a cruise on the trains to get to places. So I'm going to do both lines from Bexhill-on-Sea to Burglar Marsh and Bexhill-on-Sea to Corsham train line and see what progress has been made. I'm going to actually do both ways back, so this will probably be the longest part of this entire video. We're going to be cruising along and we'll be enjoying and chilling for the rest of the trip. So we're going to Burglar Marsh first. I'm just going to wait for a train or just skip ahead for a train. I can already see one. And as you guys can notice, I've got 520 million. So yeah, this is a lot of money that I've made, and I've not spent it really on anything except the science. I don't even know these assets even cost money. I don't even know if they cost anything, to be honest. So that's probably how I've got so much. But obviously the lines still have problems with their balance. But it does not really matter because it doesn't really affect the bank that badly. So it does not really matter that much at all. Should I actually check out the conditions? Because obviously these are all getting old. I'm actually just going to apply more of that. There we go. So we're going to go one side of the train to the other. So we are going to... I'm going to probably get myself to... Which side? I think it's better if let it leave first. Then I can find my own seat there. Right, so I'm going to find myself a side. This train is getting full, but I'm going to be in this side of the view first, and then on the way back we will be in this kind of view. So yeah, this is kind of how it's going to work for now, so let's go. So guys, if you can spot the road that goes under the train track, but even though it's really hidden. So this is the forest that's hiding the literal, pretty much everything here. So we don't always have to completely focus on the city centre. It's auto saving now. Just wait a minute. There we go. So this is our junction over here, and we do not see a thing. Like bye bye. It's like we forgot about it. So our next stop is St. Blaise. So yeah, we're just heading to Burglar Marsh. This is where we're starting at first. It may feel like a slow ride, and it probably is, to be honest, when we're on like our very large maps. Like we are going to basically probably do the same thing, but maybe in separate videos. We might be doing it in separate videos instead of doing it all in one, but it's going to take a very long time to upload videos like this. So we're heading towards St. Blaise already. We're already basically here. This is that A423, I think. And that's the road that goes to St. Blaise and Bexhill-on-Sea. And that's a river up there. Like in the distance, there's that two roundabouts. If you see in the distance, you would see it in the distance. That's basically where it is, and I think that's my bricks factory over there. Where it's smoking up. This is the bricks factory. So, yep, this is St. Blaise right now. Oh, okay. I don't know what that was, but okay. St. Blaise, there we are. Right, I bet a lot of people might be getting off. I know a lot of people will be getting on. Nothing's happening, so alright. Still in the processing. Right, a lot of people are getting off. Oh, yeah, that's right. Let's see if that's gonna fill up everything again, or is it? It literally might fill up the train. Alright, just close to 200, so it's not completely full, at least. This is another one of our trains. Pretty sure we've got 4 or 3 of them. I think we do have 4 trains in this line. Like, I think this is the same for the other line. There's like 4 trains in this line, because obviously they're constantly full. But maybe if I disable the natural town run or off, it will probably be much easier for us to kind of get a realistic capacity. Like I am like going to decide. Like I'm deciding to change the capacity of buses. I think I've already done that. Yeah, I might have, but I'm not too sure if I did. But it will make things a lot easier as well. And guys, you can there is going to be a special train ahead of us. Like as you can see, these 4. If you can see these orange carriages and that red front. What do you guys think this is? Obviously, if you know this series, you should know what class this is and what this is coming from. So we're heading towards it. Once we pass it, I'm gonna say the answer to this entire mystery. Right, so the answer to this question is it's the Class 66 coming from Burglar Marsh iron ore mine to the steel factory down in Bexhill-on-Sea. This is basically the answer. Yeah, that's where I've definitely done this line with camera. Just felt like I didn't though. Like I remember making this line with the wrong camera position. I literally remember that. Right, so there's a train ahead of us, so we're gonna wait for a little bit. Obviously, this is like one track for the rest of the way. So it's basically the Penistone line, not literally. I'm just gonna actually forward it a little bit. I can hear it now. There it is. Yeah, this is one track. And we are shortly going to be arriving at Burglar Marsh. Honestly, it does seem like massive. Like, it does feel massive, this map, but it's not. It's actually, like, really small. But when we are in Megalomaniac, it's going to take very long to be able to go through all this. Yep, we are literally here now. Burglar Marsh. Yeah, a lot of people are waiting here. That is not good. That is worrying. And there's a bunch of buses just dropped off here. Yeah, now these buses will be rammed. I think they always would have been rammed. Goodbye, my old passengers. Hello, my new passengers. It just teleports them to the train. Teleportation is the superpower. There we are. Right, now we're on the opposite side. Now we're going to see the opposite side of the improvements. So yeah, this is Burglar Marsh right there. It's also full of like skyscrapers. There's a lot of big buildings in Burglar Marsh, but it's still not really worth it. I'd say that would be a major city though, to be honest, Burglar Marsh. I'd still sort of count as a major city. Or maybe just a city, because obviously St. Helens and basically St. Blaise are like towns. I'll just count this more of a city. And I did not really add much to it, or I did not add a ring road or anything to that. And we're going through a lot of houses, which is nice to see sometimes. Going through a few houses, more tracks. Yep, we've been like that earlier, we've been waiting. Yeah, back to Bexhill-on-Sea, woohoo! I think that was the avoid route, I think. That was the avoid route. St. Louis, I think. I think that's it. I'm not sure actually. It might be. I think we're already at St. Louis, it looks like. It looks like we are at St. Louis. Yeah, I can already see the station. I might actually also add realistic train brake mod into this next series. So it actually makes it, like, you know, better, more real. I don't know why these sudden stops just happen. I might just suddenly stops. There we go. It takes a while. Like surprisingly long. To the capital after this. Right. Look at the nice view of that viaduct over there. Or that bridge. Have a nice look at that. There's our lumber factory over there. Not lumber, plank factory. And this is our freight train. Ready to get it loaded. I can already see Bexhill-on-Sea in the distance. There's the A423 heading towards Bexhill-on-Sea. Coal factory on there. And there's our steel factory. This is where our freight train goes. That's usually where it terminates. And we are pretty much at the junction. What's gonna stop first? I'm pretty sure I'll just hit another train. Yeah, they even struggle with hills. Bloody hell. That's dangerous. You could have bashed into that if you went that speed then. You actually could have bashed in yourself. You could have bashed yourself like. Right, now we're gonna get on this train over there. That's where it goes to Corsham. That's the final route. Actually no, we're just doing one way to Corsham and then the other way back. All the way back to Bexhill-on-Sea. So it pretty much sets off. Right. Right, like this. Right, next stop, St. Helens. we will actually be going round Bexhill Sea a little bit. We will be able to see the west or the east. I think it's actually the east of Bexhill Sea. We'll be able to see the city centre once we turn around. Right onto the junction. There's our bridge, and it's all on the bridge. There's a massive volcano-like mountain in the distance. There's the bridge. We can see our main road A51. That bridge over there. I'm actually just going to turn this point. So, yeah, this is the city centre we are leaving. So, see. There's another wood tree. This is when it goes 75 miles per hour. This is actually a faster railway. And this is quite fast, as it looks like. It looks quite fast. Goodbye Bexhill Sea. We are heading down south to St. Helens. South and east. It's so late. It reacts very late. It's just dangerous if it reacts like that. Honestly, it's very late. I like going high speed, even though that's only 75 miles per hour, it feels like high speed. We're going uphill now. We are totally going to be around that St. Helens. Actually, no, we're not. But we're at the top tools factory. Another tree. I know it's 10 o'clock. About 10 o'clock now. But this has been about an hour and I did not even think about it. There we are, St. Helens. It will get better, I think, on the way back, because we can't really see the city right now. We're just going to be seeing the edge of the map on the way, pretty much. save. Time to go to caution. That's another turn, it sounds like. Yep. Right, but you can see the mountains, and we're not really facing the edge of the map. But you can actually kind of see caution. Caution, I don't even know how you pronounce it. Caution or caution? Right, converting. Caution. There we are. Right. Oh no. Right, okay, I'm malfunctioning a little bit there. Right, we're already leaving caution. This is a circular line. And that's our fuel fraction. St. Helens. Bloody hell, slow down. You're not slamming your brakes if you're doing that faster. Flipping it. That's just not realistic. Stopping like that's not how trains stop. Like gradually. Like pretty much every vehicle's like gradually stops. That's basically how it works. Oh, I'm like, this is just not how it works. $113. Right now, S1C, the final ever bit of train we are going to do ever in this series, and yeah, we're going to do season 2, which is going to be as medium-sized map instead of small. It's going to be medium, and then large, and then very large, and then huge, and then mega medium. And then we go to the upper climates, dry, so we go small, medium, large, very large, huge, and then mega manic again, and then we'll do tropical, which will be a very long time away. It's still going to be the same thing: small, medium, large, very large, huge, and mega manic. Because obviously we do need to adjust to like climates, because there are a lot of different to this climates. Like they're not all going to be the same. They're not going to work the same. Oh, we are officially in the last cruise of 75 miles per hour. But now I think trains may go up to like 90 to 80 to 90 miles per hour in the next series. I bet that might happen. Depends what train we're using for some lines, but we're not going to use these crossing 50s too much. And we might not even use these trains at all in the next series. Oh, we're literally beating the speed of that truck. Haha. Loser. Of course we're doing 75 miles per hour. Legally we can't go 65 miles per hour, over 17 more. There are cameras that can capture speed, and you'll get fined, obviously, based on the license plate. Literally how every single flipping level crossing works in this game. This factory is this. Is that a wood factory? I think that's the wood factory. I'm probably the wood factory. We are going mostly downhill, but now we are heading on the bridge, and then we're finished with this entire exploration, and we're never going to see it again. I'm going to keep it in my save file so I can save it for myself, but for you guys I made a video all about this, showing you every single train line I've done, and see the scenic view of the improvements. So you basically saw everything. This is the final moment. Right. So this. Okay. It's weird how it just takes a while all of a sudden, but yeah, this is the end. We're not gonna see this again. Y'all are not gonna see it again. But the next series will probably might be better, might be worse. We'll see, because obviously bigger maps are harder, gonna be a lot harder to handle. There are a lot more things to do, but it will actually get us a lot of episodes because we only did about 6 episodes in this series, and I think next one may have maybe 8 to 10 episodes. I'd say we'll probably be able to do in season 2. And then maybe when we do large, it might be 15 episodes, maybe. But it will gradually get more and more longer. But like when we're in the next climate, it will actually be like short to long again, and then short to long again. It kind of depends, you know. So yeah, I'll see you guys later, and in a Nimby Rails video. And I'm thinking to expand to Lincoln. So yeah, I'll see you guys there. See yous.